Unlike some on this show, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really, really mad. This Grace and Ashley situation is...
What's going on? Why are you doing this? I need you to not deny things.
Doing my head in.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and this is Rehash. If you love recaps of reality TV, but better, well, you've got Rehash now. We're into more Married at First Sight UK. It's season 10, episode 12. Let's get straight into the BAFTA-winning performance by Stephen. His performance on the Commit Me couch was absolutely astounding, and reading your comments, it seems like you felt the same. I am perplexed as to why Nelly, his TV bride, and him are sharing the same apartment, and I assume the same bed. Still there, nothing has changed after he called her a fucking idiot in the last episode. Sorry, he called the situation a fucking idiot.
Got a lot to work on myself, you know.
So much easier with me if you just hold your hands up and just take accountability and say, you know what, I'm really messed up here.
That's what I was shouting last episode. If you just put your hands up and say, hey, I actually did that. That really sucked. I did it. I'm hearing what you're saying. You can then say, maybe this is why you acted out. But you didn't put your hands up and say that you did it. You don't want to take any ownership, and that says a lot about your character. Over with Grace and Ashley.
So Ash slept in a different apartment.
Wait, so Stephen and Nelly are in the same place, but Ashley and Grace needed some time apart. I guess that's what Grace really wants, right? Like a lot of time apart from Ashley. Maybe she just wants a part-time TV husband. Grace is really pissed at Ashley because of all the things that he shared about their intimacy. That's her real issue. That he is being open and honest to the experts, which when they sign up, that's what they're told that they have to do, so they can get a full picture, and so can we, even with the diabolical edit. And you're pissed at him because of that?
What's happening? Why are you talking about this? Totally blindsides me.
I mean, is it really a blindside? Like, you know what the Commit Me couch is for. You're meant to talk about all of it, because you can't just give no context to a story and expect everyone to understand. Even though that's what the producers do to us with the edit.
Ready to talk?
Yeah. You?
Yeah.
Woo, Ash coming in with a certain type of energy, and maybe this is a different side of Ash that we don't normally see. Grace thinks that it's not considerate that he would talk about their relationship when they agreed that they were only going to speak about one specific part, and that was the going out, Ash paying for it, talking about a contraceptive, buying a contraceptive, not using the contraceptive, Ashley being frustrated about the contraceptive not being used, and then Grace feeling like, you know, she had to sort of follow through on some sort of deal. I think it's a huge red flag from Grace, not only some of her behavior that I think is like fixable, but I think that's like a her and a therapist kind of thing. I'm afraid that Grace doesn't want to speak about certain aspects about her relationship. Like if a guy went on the show, and we've seen this many, many seasons across many, many countries, if a guy wanted to keep a girl quiet and only let her speak about certain things, we would all be absolutely outraged.
You can't not understand that all these bits, why I'm feeling frustrated, like there were things that built up to it, because we did agree that we were going to open up.
One aspect of intimacy.
No, it's not.
Why? When did you mention that you were going to go into like way more aspects of intimacy than I was comfortable with?
You agreed that you were open up about the intimacy. Because
It's like talking to a brick wall, Ash.
Fuck! I'm really trying to give Grace some of her namesake, but I mean, let me say it again. Fuck! You can't dictate what is said and what isn't said in what is set out like a therapy session. And I know we only see small snippets, but they get on that Commit Me couch and they talk for a very long time. Also, reminder, this is the TV show that you signed up for. Don't now come on here and try and produce your TV husband to have him only tell the parts of the story that you want to be told, because you kind of accused him of doing the same thing, of only telling the story in a certain way that makes him look good. You deciding what can and can't be said makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay, let me calm down. Look, I can see that if you both agreed on these T's and C's, that if he broke those, that you would be a little bit upset. But I don't know. It seems like he didn't fully agree to the T's and C's that you thought you were agreeing to. And this is once again your problem. You both can't communicate properly. I think both aren't listening, and both aren't saying exactly what they mean. And the whole like, you should put on a dress thing to go out comes up again, and it turns out that she did know where they were going. So does that mean that Ash was lying?
So what did you ask them for? A tomboy Barbie that will wear welly boots and throw on a
dress to go to
a cocktail dress. Did you or did you not, when I was wearing leopard print jeans and a white vest top, say, can't you chuck a dress on, make a bit of effort for me?
Okay, we know Ash isn't perfect. No one is. You are. I take that back. You're absolutely perfect because you're right here. But I'm not, Ash isn't, and Grace, you're certainly not. And you're certainly not better than anyone else because you're a feminist. And it kind of comes across that way. I know that the edit shows you as a one-dimensional human, but it makes you seem like I'm so liberal, I'm so feminist, and you need to live by my rules because I'm actually better. You've just seen this guy as the enemy from the start, like he's only there with bad intentions. Maybe you should come into a situation thinking, well, I'm going to think the best of this person until they show me otherwise.
I'm a fucking quarter through a book on feminism. I am working hard at trying to see your views. I am so struggling with the fact that you're waiting for me to do something to pounce on it.
I'm not standing here with a clipboard constantly ticking off this, ticking off that. You have ingrained ideas about women that I need to be able to challenge.
Can I ask when you challenge them, rather than like
But I don't do that.
But you do have a go at him for these things. Roll the tape back. These things were happening at the wedding. You were jumping down his throat before you really knew exactly what he meant and what his intentions were. We've seen how you react to stuff, so maybe you should have some self-awareness, for fuck's sake. Grace is now making it sound like Ashley is intentionally gaslighting her. Now, whether it's intentional or not intentional, gaslighting someone is not on. As much as I sing it in the intro just for a bit of lols, it's bad. So maybe there's some stuff from Ash that we still don't see. Still, Grace doesn't give an inch. But in her head, oh, she's given a mile. Anyway, as another week is upon us, a little envelope slips under the door, which can only mean one thing. Trash, mess, drama. It's in-laws week.
Brilliant.
Oh, gosh.
Grilling from the family as well as the experts.
Yeah, Stephen, I actually want to have a chat to your parents, so I think in-laws week has come just in the nick of time. Ashley is there to meet Grace's two closest friends, no in-laws to be seen. And unfortunately, he doesn't start strong. In true Ash style, he is foot in mouth.
Crying when we last left you and now you're crying.
It hasn't really stopped. No, I don't mean it like that.
I mean like Ash, shh. You don't need to dig holes so early. Ash explains that the touching being on and off is very confusing. Like sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not, so he never knows when it's like green light, red light. And then if he goes and has a crack on a red light and then gets rejected, then he feels pretty shit about it, which we could all agree with that would be terrible. And then the dress thing comes up again.
I would agree. I wouldn't love that. I'm totally on your side with that.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me state the obvious. I don't know what it's like to be a woman. As many girly friends as I have, I do not know what it's like. And I can absolutely see how it would be bad to dictate to someone what they should wear to a certain thing. Whereas I'm a different type of human. I'm always saying to my boyfriend, what do I need to wear to this thing? What am I wearing? What is it? It's like daytime, but it's fancy. Like, what is it? Tell me what it is. If you're dictating to someone what to wear, gross. But I just didn't see that as him dictating to her what to wear. Am I misreading this? Put your comments below. I've seen some real long ones, and I love reading them. Anyway, Ash has taken that on the chin, and he says that he's going to learn from it.
He's obviously someone that needs an awful lot of affection and outwardly shown love. Grace is the opposite to that.
I don't know if he needs like heaps of affection, like affection all the time, affection 24/7. It's just that like he likes affection and you don't like any. And also, I think he wants to know the rules because the rules are very confusing and change with your state of mind.
But I get that some of the things he says, I'd be a bit like, don't tell me what to wear.
Well, blonde friend is certainly a bit of Grace, isn't she? The brunette friend, though, I can get on board with because she's saying things like, maybe bring some of your fun side, because even Grace is saying that like that part of her hasn't really been present. And then Grace starts saying some really nice things about Ash and they're like, so have you said these things to him? And she's like, which I assume means no. Once again, this guy doesn't know what's happening in your head. So if you feel a certain type of way about him in the positive, you have to balance all the negative that you're giving him because it feels like you're nagging a lot. It is good to know that Grace doesn't want to hurt him or change him. They're her exact words. And then...
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're so great. I mean it when I say that there's so much that I do really love about you.
the friends in the end kind of help, I think. At least it feels like Grace can let her walls down and actually hear somebody, because I don't know if she can hear what Ash is saying. She just hears all the negatives and then she gets really mad. Anyway, Grace says moving on is on the menu and she's going to let some stuff go. Now, Grace gets to meet Ash's family.
It's not going to be.
Yeah, any relationship is not easy. You get better at it, or you should, I think. But it's not like easy. It like takes work. Still, it probably should be more fun, especially at the beginning.
It's like women equals dresses.
You've not seen the signs on the toilet. Not my fault. It was a joke. Sorry.
That's okay.
Ash, not the time. Once again, just remove your foot from your mouth. Actually, maybe just leave it in there so you don't say any more words. Guys, bring it in. I know I'm meant to be like focused on the relationship. I'm actually really looking at the lasagna. Yeah. And I just had food, so it looks good. This episode brought to you by that lasagna. Actually, this episode is brought to you by new merch. You can get it now at rehashed.com.au. So many orders last week. I see you all. When you're watching the trash, mess, and drama, there is nothing better than to be proud to be just a little sweet baby angel, a little rehash brown, or a sasshole, whatever you want to be. This is the outfit for you. Anyway, back to the show.
Do you think she could be the one?
Like, you know me, I pick up on everything, and I'm sat here watching you and Grace, and you are like, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, sorry, Grace, sorry.
Yeah.
You're not that person.
Yeah.
His sister says, like, I like her, but not entirely sure exactly what Grace's deal is. She's worried that Ash might lose himself trying to bend over backwards for Grace, because she can see that he's fighting and maybe Grace not fighting so much. So for right this second, at least the sister's not co-signing off on Grace being a part of the family, but Ash says she definitely is trying. And I can see that Grace is trying. I don't think it reads that way. I think a lot of her trying is in her head. It's nice and, consistent with his personality that we've seen so far that Ash has gone into bat for Grace.
I love how fondly he speaks to his family. All in a perpetually good mood. There's barely any ups, barely any downs. He is so generous.
Also, we find out that Grace has got herself a little A on her nail to signal the word Ashley, which in her mind is like ownership, I've been branded, and she's really tried to work past that. She really does not want to be owned by anybody. And I get it, but you can be with someone and you can be equal partners and they don't own you. I know, times have changed. Some places. Isn't it funny that like Grace really doesn't want to be a prized cow, and rightly so, and Rebecca kind of does want to be a prized cow to the alpha male? Isn't that so weird what everybody wants? It's so different. That's why we have the ordering system, which is very bad.
His whole, I'm such a nice guy, you should never assume the worst. Like, that was frustrating me for a period of time. Now I think I kind of get it.
So maybe Grace is now going to give Ash the benefit of the doubt going forward. Why did it sound like I was drunk? I promise I'm not. Anyway, we have to move on from our rego couples. Oh, the first lot, the first gen of season 10. No, I want to see the intruders. The girlies get together and so do the boys. And really, we don't need to learn all of their stuff right now. Although from the boys, we do learn pretty much all we need to know about Reese.
You got any good chat-up lines? I like it in like a supermarket. If I see a girl in a supermarket that I like, I will go up to her and just chuck a different name at her. Just whatever name comes to your head. She'd turn around and go, that's not my name.
I mean, fuck me. Okay, so that was Reese's way of trying to come on to people, just going up and going, hey, Rebecca. And the girl going, no, my name's Sally. And he's like, oh, no, I think it's Rebecca. Also, this guy.
Last year was into the World Hot Dog Eating Competition.
How many did you eat?
I think it was about 14 in 10 minutes. I think I was about fourth.
So went into a competitive hot dog eating championships, and he really did well if he was into the top 4. Like, I know you get a free trip to New York to do the final, but still, like the bowel movements afterwards, I just don't know if it'd be worth it.
Last day of freedom.
Ah, yes, the last day of freedom. That's right, because as soon as you get in a relationship, it's basically like prison. Let's just get into our one and only wedding this episode. Thank goodness. God, remember when we were doing like honeymoons and then like 2 weddings? Oh, that was crazy. This is much more my pace. Abigail has been matched with John. She's a vet nurse, she's a bodybuilder, bodybuilder and she loves, oh, get this, you're going to find this so hot. She loves a strict regime. Oh, I know, guys. Just the use of the word regime, it just makes me nervous. I know that people say, like, I have a beauty regime and whatever. Actually, no, it checks out because the girls that I know that have a beauty regime, they're psychotic about it. She reads books, and I think because of that, her hopes are going to be very, very high, which might not be good for this show. You know what I mean? The science doesn't work with high hopes.
My mum is so involved in my love life. She's definitely not afraid to say her opinion on my partners. She's even told previous exes they are not good enough for me.
Okay, so mum needs, Pamela, you need to cut the cord a little bit, love. Just snippy, snip, snip. Just a little bit less helicopter. She's a grown adult. Pamela has never given approval to any of those dirty men who have come into her daughter's life.
The experts probably think they've got it right, but he has to pass the mum test.
And it seems to me that Abby might be seeking mummy's approval just a little bit too much. And here is her match. John, he's a social media manager who works for himself, which you would call an entrepreneur. And can anyone, because I work for myself, am I an entrepreneur?
Sundays are normally dinner at mum's house.
Buon appetito a tutti.
So it looks like he's also a mummy's boy. So what I'm hoping for at this wedding is the mums to fight it out. This is really what I want to have happen. Apparently for John, dating in Wales is just as hard as anywhere else in the world. Apparently the dating pool is very small and it sucks. Also, he falls for people too quickly. And then he shares his emotions about falling too quickly. I also think that John might be just a little bit submissive. So we all know who's going to be the top in this relationship. Pamela.
I will not see her hurt again. I am the one that vets everybody. It's me. I'm the bad guy. I'm a good judge of character. If he doesn't give that initial warmth, then beware.
All right, Pam, settle down, darl. Sometimes with the family being so aggressive, it can make it hard for the two love lab rats to make a connection because their families are really just shoving their opinions in there. So this could be a beat up from the edit, or Pam might really be ready to cause some TMD, which we will happily gobble up. When John arrives, Abigail's friends and family, they're all looking at him like, okay, I think Abigail might like this. She'll be buzzing, I think they said, which is an excellent start. And of course, she's arrived in horse and carriage. Of course she has.
Look amazing. Hi.
Okay, this seems like a good start. Doesn't mean anything. Remember, we've been burnt before too many times in this season. You know, Devani and JR. Oh. Got a cough coming on. I hope that John gave Pam a little bit of attention because clearly Pam is starved for it. Clearly this wedding is about her as well, okay, John?
There is definitely a spark there. But as yet, I don't know enough about him.
Oh, okay. We've found the spark. I should be wearing a different shirt. Actually, Pamela, if I can impart some wisdom on you, the spark is the hardest thing for any of them to find on this show. So knowing that your daughter and your new TV son-in-law has found it actually speaks volumes about how well this could go. They have a proper-ish kiss, well, at least lips touch. They also continue kissing when the photographer demands it, unlike one of the lady lovers, Lee, who was like, stop it. John has been warned, though, that Pamela, the grill master, is here.
Are you prepared to move to where Abby is? Or?
Yeah, I've said that I'd be open to moving. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. We're really talking about that already. So are you going to move for her? Mm-hmm. Are you willing to move for her? Because she won't be moving away from me. And the mummy's boy does say that he's open to it. Although, where's John's mum? She doesn't seem even slightly overbearing, which is a real shame for us. I wanted to see mum sort of wrestle it out on the dance floor.
Do you give John the seal of approval?
Yes.
Oh,
that is massive. That's huge.
I feel I can trust you.
TBH, seems like a bit of an easy win for John. Like I was expecting more from Pamela. Her bark is certainly worse than her bite. Which says to me, what kind of guys was Abigail picking before? That they must have been that bad for Pamela to be so mad about all of them. They both confess that they've never really been in love before, but this could be it. Actually, this starts out like a pretty decent match, but I don't want to get my hopes up too quick too soon because you know that I do this on the show and then I get really, really mad about it. Yeah, why would I say things like that out loud when I'm just going to be wrong? And with a kiss, we wrap up this episode. Oh, before we do though, while they're dancing, is this Abby's dad just looking like the biggest saddo on the dance floor ever? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's sad that your baby girl is TV married now, but look more fun. No need to be a fun sponge. All the Way Club members, I'm speaking to you. If you have gone all the way, you can now have access to the All the Way Club. That's where you and I go all the way together. Multiple times per week. That's right, baby. I've got the stamina. Let me know if you have watched all of this little rehash by putting seal of approval in the comments below.